Going on, man? It's your man Abrew Yashar'el back in the studio. This one right here is a little serious topic: pregnant and single. Um, I was listening to this. Appreciate the content creator. Shout out to the content creator for making this. She didn't make light of it. She did say that they just couldn't work out, and she was saying how hard it is. So I respect that. But I talked about this on a few shows a few months ago about having kids with people, then breaking up, and now you now you're single, and that person out there doing their thing and procreating, and I'm like, you it should be a little time, man, before we just jump in and start procreating, man, because there's too many kids out here that's young and never seen their parents together. And I speak on this because nobody want to be a statistic. I was a statistic. I was me and my kid's mother. You know what I mean? My baby girl was 5 months old when we spread when I was separated. So she can't remember her dad and her mom ever being together. And now you talking about single families and blended families can work if it's the right foundation, but it's much harder. And I'm gonna let I'm gonna let her talk about it. She didn't make light of it. I'm kind of with her. I don't believe in A's and the deletions. I believe if you sat there and enjoyed sex and having or getting pregnant, you have to you have to keep that unless your life or depending on it. You know what I mean? And I say enjoy. I don't believe in this other incest and rape and all that stuff. That's bad. You got to get rid of that. That's bad. You bringing some demons, because those are demonic spirits at that point. And you don't want to be affiliated and associated with that. But if you enjoy sex with this person and you got yourself pregnant or they got you, hey, you got to take care of that. You got to own up and have that responsibility. So let's hear what Mama talking about here. She's got a 5-year old, about to be a 6-year old, and she's about to have another one. So I'll let her talk a little bit.
All right. Kind of want to get into a topic today. A little bit of background about myself. I am 27 years old. I have a 5-year-old daughter who's going to be 6 in a couple of weeks. And I am also with child. Second child. I'm having a boy. Basically, I came on here to kind of talk about my journey right now as a single pregnant mother. And I know everybody looking at me like I'm crazy now, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know who you had a baby by, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, whatever. I'm not really the type of person to go do what I do, be grown, or whatever y'all want to call it. And then when I get pregnant, like the A word, get rid of it. I'm not that type of person. I know what I did, and I'm definitely just not comfortable with getting rid of my baby. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against people who, are able to do that. Like, your body, you do what you do for your body. Like, that's just you. I'm just not the type of person. And of course you don't think that, like, oh, you get pregnant when you're with your boyfriend, you think that you want to be together, you want things to work out, and when it don't, it's not like you get rid of it, like, or
I think when you dating somebody and we get comfortable with that person, we all do it, or have done it, or still doing it. There's red flags that we missing when we get pregnant, and then we can't get along. Those red flags was there up front before we got pregnant, and now we bringing a child. My problem is a child is being brought into this world, and rightfully so. You enjoyed it, so you got to bring a child. You got to do what you got to do at this point. But we bring the child in this world that's won't have the parents, man, and we miss as adults. We miss those red flags because either we was so infatuated with one another because we truly love one another. We work through this. We ain't walking away from this. We truly love one another. But I think, man, and you could be like, well, we did love each other, but we just can't get along. Well, if you couldn't get along now, how in the hell you got along prior to getting pregnant? The sex? What? You know what I mean? And with this sister here, I won't bash her, you know what I mean? Because I don't like to bash people who made mistakes or just, you know what I mean? Because I made mistakes in life too. And I don't want to be judged. But now it's time to reflect on our mistakes in judgments. And now we got 2 kids, and you're not with neither one of the fathers. So now it's really time to reflect, like, man, I got to woman up now and make sure if this thing come back around, she's not a bad looking woman, so I'm sure she'll find a suitor. But if that suitor just wants sex, or they want to take it to the next level of marriage, will it be harder? Probably, because you have 2 kids and 2 dads that this guy might have to deal with. But it's not out of the question. And like I say, sister, keep your head up. You keep pushing. Stay respectful. I heard her profile was kind of wild with twerking and all that. I don't know. I didn't go check out her profile because I just don't have that kind of time. But if still, you got to take care of yourself at this point. And we're going to keep moving.
I don't know. Can't really explain it, but yeah. I'm not getting rid of my baby. I wasn't going to get rid of my baby because I thought, hey, we're going to be together. We're going to make this work. Unfortunately, it didn't. Cool. I would honestly say that this is not what I wanted. Like, I wanted to be married or engaged when I had my second child because the first one didn't work either. Yes, I have 2 baby daddies. Yes, I'm a statistic. Yes, yes, yes. All your questions, yes. But y'all not gonna get on here and make me feel bad. Like, I know what I did. Okay, like, whatever. But I know I'm not the only person that's going through this. So that's why I honestly came on TikTok to talk about it. Because pregnant and single is, like, by far one of the hardest things I've ever encountered. On top of being a mother, on top of working full time, like, oh my God, y'all. This is hard. This is, like, really hard. And that's why I came on here. Like, mostly to vent, And then sometimes it be a lot of uplifting uplifting people out here. But, yeah, pregnancy. And then you see everybody, like, when they're pregnant with their spouse and they're doing all the pictures. Everything looks so cute. And you just like, oh, like, I wish that was me. Like, yeah, that's me right now. Very emotional. Very wish that I had a boyfriend. Very wish that I was with the person that I had my child with, You wish that because that's what you want. Like, you want to give your kids a 2-parent household. Yes, I wanted all of that. And watching other people go through it, I just be like, oh my God, like, y'all so lucky because being single, it's just like so many emotions, so many things you go through. You just like by yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, family and everything is very important. Family, friends, yes, love y'all down. Love y'all down, down, down. Like, y'all have been my support system. But it's different when you have the male figure that, that you share the baby with. Like, it's so different. It just feels different. Like, at the beginning of my pregnancy, I did have him. We was good. We was working through everything cool. But just things, didn't work out. So, decided to split up or whatever, mutual feelings. Like, we both decided that it was for the best. Yeah. I do want to say that to my other mommies who has a toddler and who's pregnant and working and just basically trying to make sure everything's okay, like, mommy guilt is definitely going to kick your butt. If it's not already doing so, it's gonna get to you. Don't let it get to you. Like, try your hardest to fight through it. I know it's hard to say this, but like, I'm literally experiencing it. Like, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. you gotta fight, babe. You got to, because if you stay in your head like thinking about all the stuff that you could be doing, or you feel like you're not doing enough, whatever, ma'am, you are one strong individual. You're doing this by.
Big up to the sister for willing to raise her two kids. Big up to the sister for willing to take responsibility or of her actions. She said, like she said, she wished she wanted to be engaged. She wanted to be married. She wanted to have a two-parent household with her kids. So big up to this sister for that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But now, sister, you got to make sure that you don't repeat that cycle again. And because only you can control that at this particular point. We men, we visual, we be like, oh man, she finally, we gonna just be on the hunt, you know what I mean, and bake you in and tell you all sweet stuff. That's what we do. Now some of us gonna stay, but then some of us just wanna hunt, you know what I mean? So I hope this sister be okay, raise her kids successfully. I hope a suitor, a great man come and swoop this sister up, you know what I mean? But a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. But women, you have to present yourself as a wife so that man can find you at all times. And stay prayed up, man. And big up, sister. But one thing I do think she said in this video, I probably won't play that part, is that she said a lot of people was supporting her, and I'm with you, with supporting her, but then at the same time, we have to be like, hey, have to be honest with the sister and say, don't put yourself back in the situation. You don't want three kids and three baby dads, and now they're gonna really make the suitor hard to find, because most men ain't we with one or two, but three would probably put her on the outs of being a statistic of not ever being married. And this is my opinion, but there's also some statistics out there also was saying that. But let's hear a few more. I'm gonna let y'all listen to a little bit more, because the sister, she makes some good points.
Like, you got this. And not trying to take credit from people who do have their spouse. You're a strong individual as well. Trust me, I'm not trying to take away from motherhood. No, we all some strong women. You got a kid, step kid, whatever. You're a strong individual. But my message is really just pinpointing out to single, pregnant women, whatever, even if it's your first, or if you already got a baby. Like, this is hard. It's not no game. It's not no joke. Like, we really out here fighting for our lives, and we got this. Stay strong. Everything happens for a reason. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but it does. But mommy, we got this. We got this. That concludes my little rant. I'm gonna try to get on here and do a daily journal.
Now I know it is hard. Let me tell you, I see my mom, who's a strong woman, raise her children pretty much by herself, even though all her children have the same fathers. We all had the same dads. Dad. But, he was there, but he wasn't there. So mom had to do it all. It ain't easy for women, especially women of color. So my hat goes off to any woman out there raising their children, doing what they got to do to provide. Men, we have to step up. I'm not saying, I don't know what happened in this situation. I don't know if it was her fault or his fault. I don't know. But no matter what, men, if we procreate with that woman, make sure you active in that child life. And statistics have shown that Black men, African men, Negro men spend more time with their kids than any other nationality out here. So big ups to that. And with that said, man, I'm going to conclude. I wish your sister well. And like I say, I won't bash any woman that's out here working and grinding. You can see that she truly look like she contrite, man. She like, man, I messed up. You know what I mean? From her story. look like she messed up. But big up to the sister, and I wish her well. And until next time, man, y'all take it easy. Peace and shalom.